Hello, Shiros, and welcome back for another Empowerment Exchange. So today's going to be just a little bit different. It's probably going to be a little bit shorter than normal because we had hellacious storms last night. Our entire mountain internet is out. We were on generator power probably for most of the evening. I think there's about 14,000 people in our area that are still without power. We have trees down everywhere. So I say all this because I'm on my jetpack and I don't know how long it's going to be good to me. But I wanted to show up for you today. I didn't want to cancel. I was going to make it work, regardless of how I got it to work, but it is going to be a little bit shorter than it normally is. So today I really want to just check in with you. I know the last Empowerment Exchange, we talked really about 5 ways to finish the year strong, but I wanted to really just take about 10 minutes just to check in with you. See where you're at right now in your business. See where you're at right now in life, because we're getting ready to ramp up into the holiday season. I know here in Georgia, the kids are going back to school this week. And then soon after that, we're going to have the fall's going to hit, then Halloween, then Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, like it's just going to be a blur. And for some of you have been really committed and are really, started out the year very intentional about your business. I just want to check in with you. I just want to ask you a couple questions, give you a little bit of boost of confidence. And then, please, as always, know that I'm here. If you're in my Facebook group, please just come in and share. Share what it is you're struggling with. Share the things that you're excited about, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to uplift and encourage each other. So the very first thing that I want to ask you is, what accomplishments are you the most proud of this year? And I can tell you that every single one of you has had something that has happened in your life, no matter if it's large, small, it's something for you to celebrate. So what is it? What was it? What was one thing that you can think of that you accomplished this year that you're really proud of? And, in this time of self-reflection, thinking about these questions, going back and watching the recording, list 3 things, 3 that you've accomplished in the past 9 months. Just 3. What did you set out to do that, you're the most proud of? Maybe you're halfway through and you're almost at that goal and you're going to reach it by the end of the year. Please just tell me what it is that you have accomplished, top 3 things that you have accomplished this year. Write them down. And then I want you to share with me the number 1 thing you're the most proud of. Maybe you launched a new podcast this year. I did. Pretty proud of that. I also had a best-selling book come out. I have another new book that's coming out here shortly. Very proud of that. I have brought on many new clients from across the world. Very proud of that. There's a lot of things that I've accomplished, and even like in my own personal health journey, there's a lot of little incremental things that I have accomplished. And if you remember, I've shared this before. If you just aim to be 1% better every day, just 1% better every day, and take a look at your daily routine. What is one thing you can do 1% better? Make a commitment to yourself that you will continually do this, and just commit to, I'm making positive changes in my life. So what is the one thing that you want to share with me that you've accomplished? But as you're sitting in self-reflection, list 3 things that you're very proud of that you did this year. And then reflect back on the steps that it took to get you to that point and to reach those milestones. And then celebrate these accomplishments. Go treat yourself. Whether it's something small, give yourself a reward, do something. And I also want to just remind you, a little bit of confidence boost is every accomplishment, big or small, is a testament to your dedication and your hard work. Take pride in your journey and the progress that you've made. The next question I want to ask you is, what challenges have you faced this year, and how have you grown from them? So I want you to identify 2 major challenges that you've encountered. I can tell one for me in business was making the right choices of stepping into the right opportunities. That was a challenge, because when there's a lot of different things that kind of come into your life and you're like, oh, I want to do that. Wait a minute. Oh, I want to do this, or, oh, I want to do the other. You have to kind of use discernment. You have to think about it. You have to, pray about it, whatever it is that you do to make big decisions in your life. And for me, I had to walk away from some opportunities that would have been very lucrative. But, I've gotten to a point in my life where it's not all about money. It's about being fulfilled. It's about being aligned. It's about being clear who I'm here to serve and to serve them the best way that I can. So I know for me, that was a challenge. And then I've had some health challenges this year. I am almost 3 years out of being paralyzed. My legs were taken away from me December of 2021, and learning how to walk again and drive and use my hands. I still have issues with my hands. I still have issues with my legs, but I feel like I am continuing to thrive doing everything that I'm doing. But that was a challenge, right? I mean, I had a business challenge and I had a personal challenge. And what are the two major challenges that you encountered? And write down the lessons that you learned that helped you really grow through what you were going through, and consider ways to leverage this growth in future endeavors. So when you're looking, maybe at staring dead smack in the eyes of the next challenge, think back to how you've overcome what you've just recently overcome and see if any of those same lessons apply to what you're trying to accomplish next. A little bit of confidence boost for you too. Understand that challenges are not setbacks. They are mere setups for comebacks. Each one of them has made you stronger, wiser, and way more resilient. And then the next question I want to ask you is, what relationships and networks have you built this year, and how are they impacting your business? So reflect on the professional relationships and networks that you have cultivated. How have these supported your business growth? So if you're in my Facebook group, how has it been over the past few months or whatever time you've been in the group? Do you feel supported? Do you feel empowered? Have you made any connections? I know I've made a connection with a lot of you who are in the group, and I feel very blessed for that. And I think it's understanding too that the people you surround yourself with and the referral partnerships that you build, they will all be very instrumental in your business. It took me a very long time to create a referral only business, but that is where I'm at now. And it is a beautiful thing to where I don't have to actively go out and try to find new people to work with, because I have people referred to me all the time. And that is where you want to get. You want to have people that are being referred to you for your services or your products or what it is that you bring to the world. And that is really, really important. Action items for you: strengthen valuable relationships through regular communication, attend networking events, get engaged in the communities that you're a part of here online, and join other professional groups. Offer support and collaboration to work with those in your network. I want to share this with you as somebody who has been networking for 30 some years of her life. I really only align myself with people who will cross-pollinate businesses. If it's a one-way street, you need to just let go of that relationship. I'm a very good referrer. I'm a very good connector for people, but it can't just always go one way, because I don't want to spend all this time trying to connect someone with someone else when they're not spending any time whatsoever to even drop my name in a conversation. So I've had to let go of those relationships. So make sure, as you're doing your self-reflection and the relationships and the networks that you've built this year, see if there's any that you really, really need to nurture, and then ones you really, really need to let go of. That's really important. A little bit just confidence boost. Understand that your network is your net worth. Nurture your connections and you will watch your business thrive. And when you do collaborate, I collaborate with a lot of businesses. I do a lot of shout outs to businesses and services that I love. I feel that it's important to do that. If you walk into a restaurant, or you walk into a store, or you've had a relationship, or you've hired somebody to do something and it's been a wonderful experience, I think you need to let people know that. I'm a very big Google reviewer. I think I've helped a couple 100,000 people make decisions about places to travel, where to eat. I've also given them a heads up on places maybe not to go, because I think that's equally as important, right? You want transparency. And if I care about the people, I want them to understand, but I do it in a way where I give the pros and the cons. So I'm not just coming at a business or something that happened, because I think that I try to provide constructive criticism instead of destructive criticism. So sit back and look at your network. Look at the people that you've worked with this year. Look at the people you brought into your circle, to your tribe, and really nurture those relationships and be somebody who it's a two-way street. Be a very good referrer, a very good connector to people who are doing the same on their side. Number 4, how effectively am I balancing my work and my life? This is probably I would say the number one priority in my life is making sure that I set boundaries and parameters around my work-life balance, because it's very, very important to me. It's very important to my husband and I. And I think that, we have very sacred time together, and that's a powerful thing. So make sure, that you're doing what you need to do to carve out that balance. I want you to sit back and assess your work-life balance. Are you dedicating enough time to taking care of yourself, spending time with your family, to relaxing? Some action items for you: make sure you've set clear boundaries between your work and your personal time. Make sure you're scheduling regular time to take care of you, and reevaluate your priorities and delegate tasks where possible. And I also want you to ask your partner. If you're married, ask your husband, ask your wife, ask whoever is in your life that is a primary relationship, and say, hey, am I doing a good job in my work-life balance? And then just listen, take in what they have to say, and consider it when you're making decisions. I think it's very important. A little bit of confidence booster for you. Your well-being is just as important as your business. Take care of yourself to sustain your success. And the last one I want to ask you today is, what steps can you take in the last quarter to finish this year strong? And I want you to reflect on specific action items you can take to maximize your success in the final months of the year, and really in the final months before Thanksgiving hits and Christmas hits and New Year hits. Because I can tell you, people just, even in my own personal life, I'm kind of checked out. I mean, I'm still working with my clients and things, but I am really focused on, getting the house together, getting gifts purchased, stuff sent, all the things that I need to do. We all kind of check out during that period of time, because it's a time of togetherness where you want to spend time with your family. You want to do festive things. Christmas is my favorite time of year. And I do want to enjoy every moment of that. So think about the next few months. Think about all about August, and then September, and then October. What can you do in the next 3 months that could really substantially change the way your year finishes? And some action items: prioritize your most impactful goals. Make sure that's what you're focusing on. Implement a focused action plan with clear deadlines. Set up when it is that you want to reach this target for. Review and optimize your business strategies. And a little confidence boost for you is, you have the power to finish the year stronger than you started. Stay focused, stay determined, and success is going to follow you. And reflecting on these questions and taking action can help you finish the year strong and set the stage for an even more successful and fulfilling new year. Remember, you are capable, you are resilient, and you are deserving of every success that is out there. So I just wanted to check in. I just wanted to spend these past few minutes with you. I think it was actually 14 minutes instead of 10, but I just wanted to just check in on you, see how you're going, see how things are going for you, see how things are going in your life, see how things are going in your work, and see if there's anything that I can do to support you to help you finish the year strong. And if there is, hop on my calendar. Just go over to talkwithjennifer.com, schedule a virtual coffee chat. We will have a discussion, and I will help you figure out how you're going to reach your goals by the end of the year. So thank you for joining me for another Empowerment Exchange. Thank you for showing up today, and continue to show up for yourself every day. And tons of success is going to come from that. So have an empowered rest of your week, my Sheroes, and I will be back again next week, hopefully